due to that separation, being on that train for 38 years, I'm 38 on Tuesday, that train has become, or that body's become contorted due to having this identification in it. And when that collapse happened, that contortion is still in the body from being like that for 38 years or whatever, 35 years maybe, 30 years of being contracted. And so it seems to take time as that body or that train, like it's that collapse happens, and then but that position, I'll show you. I had an example. Of that. Oh, sorry, let me just get this. A bit of a prop. I thought about it yesterday. Like, oh, this is a good example. Like, so this is Kamala's little toy. So this is a human, and it's been contorted with separation in it. And when that collapse seems to happen, the contortion is still there for a period, and it's slowly releasing back to freedom, back to the flow. So it was like this, and then it became like this, separate, and this sense of contortion happened through years of being identified, being a separate someone, trying to maneuver through life, trying to make it the way it needs it to be. And then when this shift seems to happen, this dropping or collapsing happens, this is now empty, but the shape of it is still contorted through habit, through patterns, through being in a separate society for so long. And then gradually look what happens. And this is, as the human comes back, the body comes back to being free. So it seems as if I've begun to talk about the collapse happening, so that emptiness of this happening, but then also this happening, of the human lining up with that collapse, that emptiness that's happened, the human releasing. And this, I feel, is the fullness part, the love part, the relaxing of that human. And some say it happens before, some say it happens, I don't know, after. But for me, it's happened after. This relaxing of the human. It's understanding more and more of the human. This free flowingness of the human. Some call it the integration, I've heard as well. And I'm more open to that now. Before, when I was really into Naya Advaita, I wouldn't even listen to people that talked about that stuff. I don't think so. There's no one there. No more story. No, I'm done now. That's it. But actually now I can respect these. Even like, I think ancient times, they would speak about it differently to how Naya Advaita, they talk about these things. They have names for them even. I don't know much about that, actually. But I can really respect these speakers now who actually don't just speak about there's no one there, but include the human as well. It's so important that this is whole. That this is whole. It's empty and full. It's impossible for the mind to hold that. That's why it resists that. Because it isn't about the mind. We're so used to the mind being in charge. So what you long for is the freedom. And the freedom is right here. The freedom is right here. It's not in anything. It's not in the words I'm speaking. It's not in anything. That's why these talks can keep happening. Years and years of talks and retreat, because it's always this. This doesn't go anywhere. This is always the case. This is always the reality. And in this, life seems to appear. In this, the human seems to play out. This is what I love. This is my heart. This is freedom. This is freedom. This was longed for, longed for. This rest. This rest.